Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
good morning.
Such a
How are you?
familiar face. I've seen you somewhere. I have seen you somewhere. Okay, now you can introduce yourself. Maybe I can place you then. I
Yeah,
can't place. I can't see your name here. It says humming space.
my name is Saraswati.
Okay, all right, Saraswati. Nice to meet you. Tell me.
Uh, Thank you. My name is Saraswati. I hail from Uttar Pradesh, but currently I reside in Mumbai. As for my education, so I have graduated in Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education, after which I also completed web designing and worked for 15 years on one particular software which is Photoshop. During pandemic, I quit my job. Currently, I am a homemaker. Yeah, that is little bit about myself.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Very nice. So many things on your platter, Saraswati.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I am also a
BA,
small
web
YouTuber
designing,
too.
Photoshop. Wow. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Very nice. Now, where did you get the inspiration to do all this, Suki?
um, I am a self-motivated person. I means like to learn number of things all together. Yes, that's why I did all these things. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, tell me about your YouTube journey. When did you start?
Before going ahead in our conversation, ma'am, will you please introduce yourself also? Could you please
Sorry.
introduce?
Sorry. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I got so carried away. Yeah. So, my
Yeah.
name is Anitha Sudhir. I'm speaking to you currently from Kerala, from a small town called Kannur. But I did my education. I grew up in Bangalore, and I've been in this line, that is teaching as a tutor in spoken English and an IELTS trainer for around 10 years. So
That's
that's a short description about myself. I
yeah.
wasn't working anywhere, so I just jumped headlong into teaching English because English has
Mhm.
always been a passion for me.
Oh, that's
So yes, yes, that's about my English language journey, I should say.
mhm.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Saraswati.
You are asking something now. You carry on.
Yeah. No, I was just asking, when did you start off on your YouTube journey?
Um, I have started my channel 2 years ago. Uh, when I started my channel, there was means that time I don't want to didn't want to work on YouTube channel. I just want to upload one single video of my daughter. She delivered a speech on 15th August in our residence only. So we wanted to upload that video, and that's the reason we created the channel. After couple of months, I realized that I should also means upload some videos because I was also very passionate for this language since my childhood. So I started uploading short videos related to grammar portion, and yes, that this in this way I started my journey. And when I talk about my means spoken English, so after couple of months, I realized that if I really want to communicate in English language, so I will have to open my mouth. Otherwise, only to learn grammar and upload grammar portion is not enough. So I started communicate with co-learners. And one
Okay.
day my husband was watching my video, so he started laughing, and he thought that he told me, if you really want to learn and speak this language, so join such good platform where you can learn and can get feedback so that you can improve fast. That's the reason I joined this platform. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So he was your inspiration.
Yes, you can say.
Okay.
Yes.
So you said you worked. You said you worked for 10 years. In which
15
field?
years.
Yeah, 15 years.
I completed web designing course, but only I worked on one particular software which is Photoshop. Means I work photo editing, retouching and restoration job, wedding album designing. Yeah,
Okay. So you were in this
yeah.
field for 10 to 15 years.
Yes.
Yeah. And why did you give it up? I thought that's a
In
very kind of a thriving business.
yes, even means after quitting my job, I also started like freelancer work. But slowly I just reduced that because it's very time consuming as well. It takes lots of hard work too, and that's the I and when I do that work, so I didn't get time for my daughter. So that's the reason I reduce my clients too nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you started focusing on YouTubing.
Or not, no, because here I am here because since childhood I teach my daughter. So when I
Okay.
started teaching my daughter, so that curiosity came again to learn and to speak this language. And here I am to improve my English because of my passion, and it also helps my daughter too. See,
Yes.
maybe she also get inspiration, and I create an environment this time, because every time we speak, I speak with my daughter, even my husband too, in English also. So maybe I can help her to speak English from means her childhood age.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she gets habituated to it, listening to
Yes.
English and speaking in English.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. What are your passions other than this? What kind of interest do you have? Hobbies do you have?
My hobbies are dancing, singing, and playing badminton. But nowadays, as I'm learning this language since 2 years, I only focus on my English part only.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you have been only focusing on English.
Yes.
You've set aside all your other passions.
Yes.
Yeah. You said dancing. Is there any particular genre
No,
or?
I only dance with my daughter and husband only. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And why is that?
Because it's type of fun. If I Because I have only one daughter, so if I give like a single child, sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like she feel alone. So I always
Yes.
should be there to give her company in any type of work. So that's the reason I do all things with her. She enjoy my
Nice.
company.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. There's nothing actually that you cannot learn these days.
Yes.
Fortunately for this thing called YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. So tell me a little about your, your YouTube channel. Like you said, you do small videos on grammar.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do them?
Nowadays I upload conversational videos too. Means as I take sessions through English theory, from English theory, so these videos I upload. Along with that, I also upload little bit grammar portion, but I think nowadays I do not get time for that, for to make solo videos. Yes.
Right. Right. Right.
uh,
Right. So are you? Would you say you're very content doing this?
no, in future
You
maybe, but nowadays I do not get time. That's the reason I am not able to do, but in future definitely I will do, because as I am in process of learning day by day and improving myself. Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Okay. So shall we go to today's topic? Would you like to go and have a look at the topic that we haven't? Or
Yes,
would you
yes,
like to
I
just speak
uh,
about anything else?
no, I can we can go with the topic, or we can go like general conversation. So I'm comfortable with both the things, because I
No,
know that if I'm
yeah,
stuck, so you are there to correct me. Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's just see what there are there. What is there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So the topic today that we have is about managing the managers. So let me just ask you a question. Okay.
Yes.
Now you said you worked in the corporate field, say for 10 to 15 years, right?
Yes.
So do you think that managers or seniors always set unrealistic expectations and then force you to complete the same? So do you think that your managers have got unrealistic expectations from you?
First of all, I would like to say where I was working, it was not a very big firm.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay.
there was someone was there, like my boss was there, who was always expecting unrealistic things from us. Yes,
Yes. Yes. So the targets were pretty high at times, is what you're trying to say.
yes, yes,
Difficult
yes,
to achieve. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So how did you manage in that situation? Unrealistic expectation. They expected a lot from you. How were you able to deliver that? Or was that
Sometimes
one of the reasons, the fact that you couldn't keep up with them is the reason that you started taking lesser and lesser assignments?
yes, because as the managers are boss, then they expect something, extraordinary things, like doing from us. So it is very difficult, or you can say like that leads to vicious cycles of stress and anxiety sometimes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yes, and when we are very fresher, so it's really very challenging for us to manage things.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Difficult to handle things. Okay.
difficult to handle
How?
things.
Yeah. So, do you think it's very important to have a healthy work environment where we are
uh,
happy, content, get along with our seniors, get along with our colleagues? So, do you think it's important to have a healthy work environment?
I think salubrious environment is very crucial for what we say, for mental as well as physical well-being, our overall well-being. It's
Yes.
very important.
Yes, yes. To be able to work in an atmosphere, an organization, I think you should be free, stress free,
Yes.
relatively. You should enjoy your job, enjoy your work, and do it in a
Yes,
relatively stress free environment,
yes,
right? Okay. Have you
yes,
ever faced any toxic work culture? Did you have to face any kind of a toxic situation in your workplace
yes. I
wherein it
have
was very
faced.
difficult? Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's very. I have also faced like toxic environment, and sometimes it's very uh, means difficult to handle that atmosphere. Yeah,
Mm. Okay. Toxic as in, what did you mean? Somebody was always
toxic
breathing
means
down your neck?
it's some like people are backbiting, or like what we say, mm, not healthy environment,
Yes.
give lots of pressure for to work. Yes.
Right. Okay. So did that generally come from your colleagues, or did it come from your higher up, like your managers?
Not
Did
from
you have the
from my
situation? Huh.
like not from my boss or manager. It comes from like only colleagues only.
Colleagues. Okay. So
Yes.
from your peers. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think is the impact of having a toxic, environment? Do you think it affects your emotional well-being, your personal well-being also?
Yes.
Like being in
Emotional.
a space when we are always, like you said, there's a lot of backbiting happening, and that people are not as nice as they seem on the, from the front.
Yes.
Does that affect you personally, your personal well-being?
It the if the means environment is toxic, so that leads to um, burnout
Yes,
and
it leads to a burnout very fast.
yes,
Yes.
very fast, and depression,
Yes. I
stress,
think you get to hate
strained
your
relationship.
workspace.
Yes. Yes.
Strained relationships. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
So it's easy to have, what do you say, to rub people the wrong way when you are
Yes.
not in a good space yourself.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Have you or anyone ever been a victim of favoritism? Have you been? Let me ask you. Have you been the victim of favoritism anyway?
No,
Do you
I
think it
never
has helped
been
you?
no, no, I never been a victim of favoritism.
Favoritism, yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
But
But
yes, I have means listened. I have listened from someone else, because my two brothers are working in IT sector. So sometimes they means talk about all these things, how people are means how means they favor one person or one particular thing. So it's a, when they talk and when I listen to them, so I feel really very, means it's very difficult to handle all the situation, and it gives a very like what we say, depression, anxiety, lot of pressure, and lose interest from our job or hard work if these things happen.
Okay. It ruins your mental peace actually. No, when there's favoritism.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. If you had to change something about hierarchy at offices,
Hmm.
what would that be?
If I would have to change, so first thing I would change that I will encourage the open communication at all level employees. Means empower. I will empower the employees at all the levels,
Okay.
and open communication. If these things will be there, so I think the atmosphere will not be toxic, and employees would take interest in their work, and in this way they can increase the productivity too, and the creativity and productivity both we can increase.
Right.
Yeah.
Last question. Job satisfaction or higher salary? What would you opt for?
Job satisfaction are,
A higher salary.
means both the two options.
Two options. You have two options. There's a job that's going to give you a lot of job satisfaction. You're going to be very happy there. On the other hand, you have this job that's going to pay you fabulously. So, which one would you choose and why?
I would choose job satisfaction, and I also followed these things in my job time. Like when I was working, I really got chance means in a multinational company, but I didn't went there, didn't go there and join, because I was very satisfied where I was working, because
Yes,
it
well, you
was
are very
nearby my
content. You
home.
are very content in your role.
Yes, I was very content with my job, and it was near to my home. That is one thing, and the environment was also very good.
Conducive.
Yes,
Yes. Yes. All right. So you
yeah.
say job satisfaction definitely. What are the other things that job satisfaction leads to?
What are the other things apart from job satisfaction?
Yeah, no, I mean, if you have job satisfaction, what are the other things that you can hope to receive? So one is your mental peace, like you said, stress free.
Yes.
Okay.
According to me, or in my perspective, first, mental peace is very important,
Yes.
and work culture where I was working, the atmosphere or environment should be very healthy,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and salary, it's a yes, definitely salary is important, otherwise everything will be there and no salary, so no use of all the satisfaction or but if all the things are manageable, so no need
Yes.
to go for the high salary, according to
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
So salary does matter, but
Yes.
then sometimes we also know that a very high salary involves a lot of work, probably. And if you
Yes.
have a job wherein, which means where you enjoy something that you
Yes.
enjoy doing, you'd rather
Yes.
go for that than go for this job that pays you extremely well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what you've done all these years. Went for a
Yeah, yeah,
job where
because
you, yeah.
I not for saying, I really did these things in my world. Means when I was working, I choose that only.
Mm.
I got many opportunities, but that opportunities was not suitable for me. That's why I didn't join that.
Okay,
Even I
those
got
weren't okay. Those
the government
opportunities
job
were not.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also got government job, but I didn't join that.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
think somewhere you wanted to be your own boss because you started this
Yes,
YouTube
yes,
channel,
yes,
yeah? Yes.
yes.
Yes. You don't have to
Yeah.
be answerable to someone.
No, yes,
Okay. Okay. So was that also one of the reasons why you started off doing this job?
yes. Because
Okay.
when I quit my job, during when I quit job, I decided that time only. After that, no one would be my boss. I am the boss of
My own
myself
boss.
only.
I am
I
going to
was
become my yeah.
boss. Yes,
Okay. Okay. So you are done with somebody bossing over you.
yes.
Right. Okay, all right. Okay. Tell me something about something that you do every day, Saraswati. A typical
Every
day in your life. Yeah, can we can wind up the session probably with that. Tell me a typical day in your life. How would you describe a typical day in your life? A typical day. Like
typical means the things I do on daily basis.
yes, on a daily basis, a normal day. What is a normal day according to you?
Normally, like every day, I cook food. That is a
Are
compulsory.
you okay? Are you an early riser? Are you an
Yes,
early
I'm
riser?
early bird. Yes, I'm early bird. I get up early in the morning at 5 o'clock on yes daily.
Wonderful.
I start
Okay.
my
And
day at 5 o'clock. Yeah.
how do you kickstart your day now? Wake up at 5 o'clock and
After
you
because my daughter's school is so early, so not because of that reason I have that habit to get up early in the morning since my childhood.
wonderful.
Like when I was in fifth or sixth grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So after that, I freshen up and go in the kitchen and complete like breakfast and tiffin
Oh,
box.
nothing like
My husband,
meditation and yoga. No place for that. No
I
time
do,
for
but
that. Okay.
yes, yes, I
After.
do every day. Yes, after
All right.
because it's not means possible for me to in the very early morning.
All
I
right.
do yoga and meditation on daily basis, but at around when I finish my work around 8 or 8:30, after that
Okay.
I sit around I think half an hour every day I do anyhow.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Okay. So you incorporate even that into your daily life.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And then you start your YouTubing. Is it after your morning schedule?
Yes, after that, sometimes I edit my videos and take sessions. And nowadays, I also start to communicate with co-learners too. Yeah,
Do you think
sometimes
that
I
helps you,
reading.
Saraswati? Do
Hmm?
you think having talks with co-learners
Mhm.
improves your language? Are
Mm,
you able to improve your language by having sessions with co-learners?
yes, I think yes, because at least we get a partner to communicate,
Right.
and
Somebody to
without
speak to,
any fear or hesitation, we can express ourselves. In
right?
this way, we can practice new words
Right.
without any yes
Okay. Are
and
you all
our
able,
ideas.
right? Are you able to correct one another, Saraswati? As a learner, like two learners, you are both
Mhm.
learners, two learners, suppose I'm saying, the situation
Mhm.
when both are learners, are you able to correct one another? One
I think
another's
yes.
errors?
Uh,
Yes.
yes, nowadays I'm very able to correct. Sometimes I didn't find the mistake, otherwise I can correct.
Right.
Even, yeah,
Okay. So it is possible that when you
yes,
communicate with your co-learners, you are able to correct one another, your
yes,
pronunciations, your grammar
yes.
mistakes, all that.
Even at the time of means, talking with tutors, I correct myself only. After
Okay.
speaking the wrong sentence, I correct myself. Yeah, immediately I
Okay.
correct myself. Yes,
Okay. That's because you're aware, correct? You're
yes,
aware of it, but I
yes.
guess
In the
sometimes
flow,
it,
I say yes.
yes, in the
Yeah,
flow. That's it. That's it.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So, Saraswati. So that brings us to the end of the session.
yeah.
So can I give you a feedback?
Yes, yes, ma'am. So if you will give, so it will be better for me,
Right. Okay.
yeah, for
So
my
I think
audiences too.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, Saraswati, the structuring of your sentences sometimes I think we need to concentrate a bit.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So when in a conversation, I think it's fine. But when you somewhere when you look at it, maybe they are not very grammatically correct in some
Mhm. Yes,
instances.
yes.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes.
So, and otherwise, I think the grammar, it's not grammar, typical grammar mistake as such, but then sometimes I feel the sentences could be phrased in a better manner, slightly better manner, grammatically structured manner.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
generally, when we read a lot, I think that comes automatically to us,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
When we
Yeah.
read, yeah, you
Yeah.
are able to get your grammar right, that like the structure of your sentences right, and those kind of things. But I think you've got amazing confidence. I guess you can attribute it to your YouTubing skills. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. You are a very comfortable hostess, I should say. Very comfortable in your role there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sessions are very nice, very nice. Okay, I would just suggest that maybe a little more grammatically you could improve on your sentences,
Yes.
but
That's the
otherwise,
reason I started reading. Earlier, I was not reading, but I think last 3 months I am very consistent with reading. I read
yeah,
at least every day 1 hour.
wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. And what about vocabulary and all that, Saraswati?
Along